Sri Lanka's security forces have said 15 people were killed in an explosion and gun battle with suspected Islamist militants. 6 children were among the dead. The search is continuing in Sri Lanka for the bombers who carried out a series of attacks in Colombo and other cities on Easter Sunday. From Sri Lanka, our correspondent Yogita Limai reports.
The search continues for those behind Sri Lanka's horror. Police have been carrying out raids across the country. On Friday, they followed a tip-off to this house in the eastern city of Ampara. Armed men were inside who set off an explosion. A gun battle followed and the house burned down. More than a dozen died. 6 are believed to have been linked to the bombings. Several children were also caught up in the violence. In another house in the same city, police found a huge stash of bomb-making material. A discovery that shows how grave the threat of more attacks still is. This banner of the Islamic State group, which has claimed responsibility for the Easter Sunday attacks, was also found. Not far is the town where this man lived, Zahran Hashim, the alleged mastermind of the attacks, believed to have been one of the suicide bombers himself. Several suspects are still at large. These photos were released by the government earlier this week. Perhaps the most inhuman of the bombings was at this church in Batticaloa, because children were the target. Young boys and girls who were attending Sunday school. The BBC's Tamil service spoke to a pastor who recalls seeing the bomber.
He was wearing a shoulder bag and a camera bag. I wasn't aware of his purpose at that time. Many children were drinking water in the entrance of the church after their Sunday school class. People and children were entering. That's when the bomb went off.
Workers have begun to clear the trail of destruction, and most of those who died have been laid to rest. But fear remains. Yogita Limai, BBC News, Colombo.